This week's hot topic in the Buffalo Mayoral Race has been on funding and staffing for the police department. It all started earlier this week with a Byron Brown advertisement that alleged India Walton would make millions of dollars in cuts from the department and lay off 100 officers if elected this November.
But Walton's campaign responded by saying budget cuts could be made without laying off a single officer. 2 on Your Side's Leanne Stuck had tough questions for both candidates as we work to get specifics on each of their plans for policing the city.
Tonight, I wanted to learn what each candidate's plans are for the Buffalo Police Department. 2 on Your Side was at an event where primary winner India Walton was in attendance. We asked to speak with her, but she referred us to her communications director, Jesse Meyerson, who I had already spoken with earlier in the evening.
What is India Walton's plan for the Buffalo Police Department in terms of funding?
Well, I think the PPG report is a good outline for the beginnings of thinking through a plan. It identifies places where there's bloat in the police department budget. It identifies many budget lines where the roles are vacant, where if we eliminated those budget lines, we would not have to fire a single police officer.
I asked that same question to Mayor Byron Brown. Do you plan to change anything in terms of funding, and do you plan on changing anything or keep going as is?
Well, we continue to train members of the Buffalo Police Department in de-escalation. We train all of our officers to be community police officers. We have created a new behavioral health team to work with clinicians from Endeavor Health Services to respond to mental health calls. That unit, since it's been established, has successfully responded to over 800 mental health calls without incident.
When I asked for more details about India Walton's plans for the Buffalo Police Department, Meyerson said they don't have specifics because they haven't had time to meet with experts to create one, blaming Byron Brown's campaign.
I would love to be able to give you a really comprehensive plan. I would love for India Walton to have the time to consult with the experts who she surrounds herself with in order to create detailed plans and a transition plan to become the mayor. Unfortunately, we don't have that luxury because Mayor Brown did not accept the will of the Democratic voters and has instead decided to continue challenging India Walton for the role of mayor.
That statement is absolute nonsense.
As we are just a few weeks away from the election, we will continue working to get specific details about each candidate's platform as they continue to vie for City Hall. Leanne Stock, Channel 2 News.
Thank you, Leanne. Well, tonight was also the first time we got to speak directly with Mayor Brown about the appellate court rulings yesterday that will keep his name off of November's ballot as things stand now.
I do not plan to appeal. The timeline to send military ballots and absentee ballots is drawing near. Military ballots were probably sent out today. We don't want to disrupt or interfere with that process, so we will not appeal.
Mayor Brown says his campaign's efforts will now move forward solely as a write-in candidate.